Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is a collective general reading for any sign that was drawn here and any sign of the person that you may be thinking of. It is going to be a no contact, low communication. What the heck is going on in this connection reading? The person who maybe has hurt you recently or broke your heart recently, and we just want to know what is going on. So for those of you that are not interested in getting any kind of messages along those lines, check out your collective love reading that are launched on my channel that are guided towards manifesting new love, because this will talk about a past connection or a recent past connection. So welcome back, everybody. I will be using some initials and charms in this reading as well. And we want to ask Spirit today, where is this connection going? What can you be doing to heal? What is it that Spirit has for you? Please hit that comment, hit that like button, join us in the chat, anything that you want to do to participate. If you're watching this as a replay, great, welcome. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need us to know about the person that I'm thinking of? What is it that you have for us? I'm trying to heal my heart. My heart actually just felt like it was broken. So some of you just have a broken heart tonight. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need us to know? It's a roller coaster. I'm tired of the roller coaster ride. It's been very, very difficult. I want to get off the roller coaster. I don't know about you, but I can't even get on a roller coaster. It makes me sick. So if you feel like you're on a roller coaster ride with this person, it may be time to get off. It maybe that's what this break was for. I just couldn't handle the ups and downs. I couldn't handle they're saying extreme moods. I couldn't handle just kind of the emotional explosions is how I feel. Like I just needed a break from that. So it could be a very, I don't know if I want to use the word hostile, but it could be a very heated, a very heated connection right now. That's probably a good word. I have boundaries. I'm blocking you. I'm holding my space. I cut off the contact because I just can't handle another day of this roller coaster ride. I need some time to take a deep breath and think. I need some time to do some healing or repairing. That could be you, that could be them. And I'm just struggling with this feeling of I've blocked you or someone has blocked you. That could feel really, really horrible. Like they don't even want anything to do with you. Like how could we go from being lovers and you saying you love me to I have no communication with you? Like that is so painful. So for those of you that's happened to, I do want to acknowledge that is very, very painful. Legal, okay, this person could be asking for a divorce for some of you. This person could be going through a divorce to be with you, somebody's saying. So some of you could be in a third-party situation that this person would have to get a divorce in order for them to be with you. And that's probably why we are both on this roller coaster ride. We have been trying to figure this out. What do we do? What's going to happen? And maybe somebody didn't want to make a difficult choice and is trying to push you away right now and saying, I can't go through with this. So I have to give you up, even though I love you. So some of you could be in a third party situation and it's just turned into a bee's nest, a dream come true, getting the love that you want, having fun together. And I have no doubt in my mind that there was this joyous and free time. This could have been the person that I've never felt this way about anybody. I've never been this happy before. And I just don't know what happened. What happened to us is really the question. And sometimes we don't know. It's over time. There's no one particular thing that has happened. Sometimes it's just over time. I do have a cold shoulder, and I have hot sex. So I'm giving you the cold shoulder. I've been rejecting you, but at the same time, I'm also still attracted to you. What are they saying? Might just be physical, a new love affair. You could have had somebody interrupt this connection, interfere with this connection. Now I'm feeling alone. I'm getting the cold shoulders. So it's, if somebody stepped out of that box and they just wanted that quick affair and they feel like they did nothing wrong, it obviously had consequences. So you can see that chain of events that's happened. Let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, what do you have for this connection? How do I heal my broken heart? What is my person thinking and feeling? I have an Ace of Swords. I have a Five of Pentacles. I have an Empress. And I have a Hanged Man. So it is a feeling of a breakthrough. This Ace of Swords was I guess, a moment in time that somebody wants to say something. It is also a feeling of I'm losing hope. I'm worrying about us. I'm worrying that it's there may be the space in between, the distance in between has been too long, or it's really, really cold. And how do we rebuild it from here? I deserve to be loved, and I don't know how long I'm going to wait for you. So there's this feeling of, what about me? For sure. And then there's this energy of a breakthrough of, I'm realizing that I could lose you. I'm realizing that I could really not repair this connection. And that's really, really scary to this person. So maybe they thought it was going to be easier. I remember being fulfilled and satisfied with you. I'm going to put that with my Empress, because it's almost this feeling of there's no one like you. And I'm realizing that now. And I always feel like, why do they have to find out after? They have to leave you, and they have to be out there and be single, or they have to see if the grass is greener to realize that there's nobody like you. It doesn't make sense to me. Here's the Three of Swords. I know I broke your heart. This Ace of Swords is even an apology coming in. It's a feeling of, if I don't act fast, I'm going to never have a chance of repair. So I do know this person is very, very aware that they've broken your heart. They are, whether you've told them, you probably have, or they've seen your actions and they know that your heart is broken. But this feels like a fast-moving apology, and maybe it's out of nowhere. Maybe this person just gets to a point that says, I just have to hear your voice. I just have to talk to you, but I know I broke your heart. And I feel like they do acknowledge that. I do. I feel like if they say things like, I didn't think I was going to break your heart, I didn't want to hurt you. Of course, nobody wants to hurt another person, but this person didn't think. They didn't think before a consequence. They didn't think before their actions. They only thought of themselves, Spirit just said. So they weren't thinking about you. If they were with somebody else at the time, they weren't thinking about you. They were thinking about themselves. So it's that feeling. I have a Nine of Pentacles. I miss this. You brought stability to this person's life, and I feel like this is all toppled over. I feel that whatever stability they have, their schedule, their work, their routine, I feel like it's all toppled over. I'm going to say a hot mess. Somebody's a hot mess. Somebody is just not doing good, okay? They're just not doing good. A resolution. Can we start over is the big question, because when we have hurt we have to look at, will this happen again? Is this person sincere? What did they say? What the heck is going on here? Why did you do it in the first place? And then it's a sense of, where do we go from here? And how do we start over? How do we repair some of this damage? Let's grab some initials. Let's see if the initials are going to connect to you. Let's see what initial Spirit has. I have this big, beautiful bowl of erasers. They're kids erasers, but they work. I mean, I was like, I found them and I was like, you know what? These would be perfect. All right, let's see. Whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes. It's all good. All right. So, whoa, that's a lot. All right. I got a lot of numbers as well. So the numbers could be birthdays. They could be important dates to some of you. I'm just going to put these all in my hand. So let me grab them. And then we'll lay them down, okay? So don't worry if you don't see your person's initials. Don't worry. It doesn't mean it's not your reading. This is a general reading for everybody. So you may not see everything, and not everything, of course, is going to connect to you. But take with you what does, or any guidance. I have the letter D, an H, O, I have an E, I have a I have another O. We'll put these together. Another D, a U, I have a B, a Z, Y, another O, an R, B, I have an I, K, letter D. Let me know if anything connects. Put it down in the comments. Let me know if you do see something that connects. I have a Q. I have another Q. We'll put those together. And then I have lots of numbers. So let's do some of these numbers. Okay, so the first number that's coming into me is 30. I have 36. Could be an age difference. It could be somebody's telling me, or Spirit's telling me, there's a 6-year age difference, something like that. I do have this is an L. I'm sorry. I thought this was a number. I have 2 L's. 2 L's. I have let's see. I have the number 17 is coming into me. And the number 47 is coming into me. So those could be birthdays. They could be ages for you guys. So those are just a handful of initials. All right, let's see what other messages Spirit has for you tonight. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is going on with us? Of course, there's no one like you. They're realizing that now. It took all this time, Spirit just said, for them to realize. And I guess you're wondering, like, why after all this time, all of a sudden you want to apologize. Maybe you've been waiting for an apology and you wouldn't even talk to them unless they apologize. That could be going on. I have between the lines, hidden meaning, vague. And I'm going to say this person has been almost like circling around you, trying to say things to connect to you. And it could be something unrelated to your relationship. It could be, like business stuff. Like, did you get any mail at the house for me? But it is a feeling of, I just want to connect to you. I'm coming up with reasons to call you or reasons to talk to you. That maybe aren't talking about our relationship, but we're still connected somehow. So read between the lines. Are they reaching out to you, even on a small scale, like very low communication, just to kind of keep their hand in this connection, just to keep knowing that you do respond? We have unfinished business. It's not over. I do feel that. I do feel that. I feel that that's something that we're struggling with, this back and forth. And why are we always pushing each other away? Or why do we get hot and cold? We have to figure out, one, we're meant to be together. And if we are, how to make this work. Because we can't just keep doing what we're doing because it's not working. It's breaking our hearts on both sides. So this unfinished business, we're not ready. This is coming into me as friends. I'm missing my friend. Okay. I'm missing the person that I hang out with. I'm missing, maybe you hang out with groups of friends and now the group feels all weird because you guys aren't talking anymore, or you're not all getting together anymore because you guys aren't talking. So it is, or you've got friends out there saying, what's going on? You know, why aren't you guys together? So it doesn't affect just the two of you. It affects your family. It affects children. It affects your circle of friends that you've created together. So, you know, when these things happen, there's like a chain reaction that it hurts other people. But we do have unfinished business. I have a wedding. I thought this was forever. I feel like we talked about this was forever, that some of you could even be married. Some of you could even be engaged, and we have, you know, taken a break from each other. But I do feel like we've talked about our future, and we thought we were going to be together forever. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to be. You've got to get through this period of time. We've got to find the reason why we are not together. Spirit, please share with me. I have a third party interference. If there was a third party, of course, that is going to cause all kinds of trouble. If you're in a third party and you are part of a third party situation and somebody's trying to make decisions, that is very, very difficult. And sometimes we push it away because it's too hard of a decision to make. The grass is greener. I was wondering if the grass was greener. I mean, that's the classic, that I don't know what I was doing. They didn't mean anything. It's no big deal. A family. So we have a lot at stake. We have a lot to talk about. Even some of you could have children with this person. I have a lot of anxiety right now, and everywhere I go, I'm seeing signs and things that remind me of you. I'm seeing your I'm seeing your name, I'm seeing numbers, I'm seeing places that we go, I'm running into people that know both of us. So it could be really high stress right now. It could be, I feel like the universe is talking to me. I feel like the universe just can't give me a break because I'm always thinking of you. Let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, tell me what you need me to hear. These connections are very hard. The back and forth connections, I think, are the hardest. I have a Fool starting over, okay? Or even this feeling of, do you remember when we started? I was so excited about you with that Fool. I fell in love with you. I feel like this is like reliving, like reminiscing. I keep thinking about when we fell in love and how great it was, and how happy I was. And you made me happier than anybody that I've ever been with. So you could be really, really in love with this person, and this person has, hurt you in some way. So it is this feeling of back and forth, and that's coming into me as a choice. It's either a choice between, they have to make a choice between you and somebody else, because you're not going to settle for anything less than you're the only one. And I feel like that's what's going on. They have to choose to not have anything else in their life, that you need to be exclusive. I want us to be equal. I want you to love me as much as I love you. And I need to be able to trust you. Is there trust here? So There's equal love. I think that there's a lot of love, but I also feel like there's a lot of mistakes that have been made. And somebody has to decide, do I want to be all in and apologize? Here's the Seven of Cups, because I'm going to say you have a lot of choices too. It's not about them. This feels like, you know, spread your wings. You know, it's like a peace dove. Spread your wings. You have options too. They're not the only one. And what is it that you want? But part of me feels like you want this person and you want it back to what we had. How do we get back to what we had? Because I was so happy in the beginning. I was so grateful for you. We were so in love with each other, talking about a future. And then you pushed me away. And it is a classic. I didn't realize what I had until you were gone. I mean, I just feel that. I feel like I just didn't realize what I had until now that you're gone. It's always been you from the start. So there's that feeling of unfinished business. I keep coming back to you. Some relationships, there's so much back and forth over the years. You just don't understand it sometimes. I love the way our bodies move together. I don't want to be with anybody else. I'm attracted to you. I want to make love to you. I miss making love to you. Will I ever get to talk to you again? So there's the door. How do I open that door? How do I open? I do feel like they're trying to communicate. Like I said, it could be breadcrumbs. It could be just, hey, how are you? You know, just to see if you're alive, just to see if you'll still respond, just to see if you haven't blocked them yet. But it is a feeling of how are we going to ever be able to get over this? And how are we ever going to be able to talk? Well, we start at the very beginning. We apologize and somebody starts talking about what do we need to do to repair this? I'm making my way back home to you. That's beautiful. That's something to look forward to. I'm making my way back home to you. So can we heal? Yes, we can heal. Let's get some charms. Let's see what I'm feeling for the charms tonight. I've got a big bowl of beautiful charms. Maybe we'll get some more initials or signs. Let's see. I'm going to give this a good stir. I'm going to go to the bottom. I have a feeling all the good ones are at the bottom. Let me get some over here. Okay, we got lots of charms. Let's see what the letters are. We'll pull the letters. I like to pull the letters and the signs first. Okay, so I have a letter P. Letter P. I have an N. I have an E. An H. And I have a J. Okay. And I have another H. So H could be important. H. Any other letters? All right. What sign is this? Hold on. This is a Taurus. Taurus energy. I have an Aquarius energy tonight. And let's see what I'm feeling. Numbers. Let's do the numbers. I have a number 16. I have two number 16s. Okay, what are the chances of that? Hold on. No, number 6. I have a 16 and a 6. All right. Never, ever give up. We have unfinished business. This person may say, I don't want you to give up on me. I know I messed up. I know I effed up is how I feel. I know I really messed up. So don't give up on me. It is a sense of don't give up on me. I have a Cinderella's, I have a dress-up shoe, and I have this Cinderella's carriage, and I have this magical home, a castle, So there's a part of me that just keeps reminiscing about how magical it was in the beginning, how amazing it was. And I just want to get back there. It's, if I could go back in time with this little hourglass, if I could go back in time, I would. So they can't take back what was said, Spirit just said. They can't take back what has happened. They can only try to help us move forward. And if that's something you want to do what you love what you do. What is it that you love? And this is coming into me as this heart on the shirt. Like I wear my heart on my shirt, and you can tell by just looking at me what my feelings are. So maybe that's why they're avoiding you completely, because maybe they're trying to pretend that everything's okay, and you know better. Like if you could see them, you know that they're miserable, you know that they're depressed, you know that they're pouting. So maybe they haven't been showing up, or you're not even seeing them in any way, because they know that you can just read their body language that easily. So that's happening. I have a baby footprints and a baby bottle. So some of you could have had plans for a child. There could even be a child involved in this connection. That could make things even harder. So we do have a lot at stake if that's the case. We had plans for a child that could be going on. I have a family's love is forever. We could have talked about a forever together. So I do feel like it felt like a fairy tale, and you know, it's a little bit of a what happened? Where did this all go? A Paris, Eiffel Tower. I want to travel with you. I have this reindeer on a sleigh. It's a little bit of a traveling with you over the holidays. Maybe some of you had plans. Maybe you had plans to travel this holiday. Maybe you were going to go somewhere together or on your break over the holidays. So it's almost like we usually travel. Maybe we travel to each other's families or something like that. All right, what else do I have? I have a baking. I have somebody likes to bake. Somebody likes to cook. Maybe, I mean, baking is very relaxing. Maybe you've been baking because it makes you feel good. You know, it's kind of a therapeutic. I've been baking, I've been reading, I've been hanging out at home more, I've been watching movies. So this feels like a healing, believe it or not, to me. So for those of you that like to bake and it's healing, I have a flower. They could send you flowers. They could show up with flowers. It could be when we do meet, they actually come with something in hand. And maybe they do bring you flowers just as a kind of a, I'm sorry energy. And then I have this kind of whirlwind. And I want to go back to that feeling I had about the roller coaster ride. This is like the eye of the storm, isn't it? It feels like the eye of the storm. So we could be really in, not all of you, but some of you could be really in this kind of like really crazy energy right now with this person where you're going back and forth, or you are still saying things to each other that are unkind or accusing each other. You really could feel like you're definitely in the eye of the storm still. And that could be really upsetting to you. So I guess the baking would help, you know, start baking some cookies for Christmas. There you go. Maybe you'll feel better. I don't know. It's not necessarily the answer, but some of you, maybe you do it as a relaxation. You know, maybe Spirit's just saying, be at home, do things that make you feel good about yourself, you know, take a bath, watch a movie, read a book, you know, just things to quiet your mind instead of being, you know, in the middle of this storm. So those are some beautiful charms. I really love that. Spirit, can you share with me some feelings? What are the feelings that I need to know today? What is it that you want my person to say to me? What is it that we need to hear? These are always difficult times. You're both hurting. I do feel like there was interference in this connection, so that has to be addressed immediately. That has to be over, Spirit just said, or you don't have a chance at anything. And then it's, do you even want to forgive it? So this person's going to have a lot of explaining to do. I need to trust if these feelings are real before I take a leap of faith. They're going to have to earn your trust. They're going to have to realize that we're not going to just go back to where we were, because your heart has been torn wide open, Spirit just said. So you are going to have to work really hard at regaining trust. It's so sad to think that what we had is not worth saving. It has to be worth saving. And if this person is just pushing it away and blocked you and you haven't heard from them, then they're not worth it. They're not worthy of you. You want the person who wants to fight with you fight for you, okay? You want the person, even if they're a hot mess right now because they're upset and they're anxious and they have high anxiety, or they're really struggling, you want them to at least have the strength and courage to come and apologize so that we can talk. I was faking when I walked away. It was just ego and fear. So part of me feels like they're pretending that everything's okay. That's why they won't let you see them, because you're going to know that everything is not okay with them. So a little bit of a putting on appearances for everybody else. I'm never going to make it without you. That is like a realization that my life is better with you in it. I messed up, just put it that way. They screwed up, and can they get you back? Maybe, but sometimes people screw up so bad they lose the best thing that's ever happened to them, because we just can't get over it. I don't believe in many things, but in us, I do. Well, that gives me hope. That gives me hope. It's a feeling of, I do believe in us. And now I'm realizing I can't make it without you. I'm struggling. I'm having such a hard time. So again, this is a classic example of, until I push you away, I don't realize what I had. So it's a shame that that's what it takes, but I wasn't ready for you and I got scared. That sounds like an excuse. I feel like there's more involved. I don't think they can fall back on, I was just scared. I was falling for you too hard. I feel like they didn't admit their faults, or they didn't admit their behavior. They kind of pushed it to the side, and then all of a sudden either guilt or regret caught up with them, and they realize that there are consequences to our actions, and they're taking some ownership of it. I've changed. I'm becoming a better person. You will see. So I do feel like they've taken some ownership to what they've done. Maybe they didn't for a long time. Maybe they were blaming it on you. Maybe they were saying it's your fault. But I do feel like now they're at least taking some of the blame, or that had I done things differently, things would be different. Let's get a couple more. So many words were left unspoken. I need courage to face you again. The eye of the storm. I'm still struggling with where we're at. I'm still struggling with, if I open up this can of worms and we start talking, I'm afraid that we're going to be right back in there with this kind of crazy whirlwind of word salad going nowhere. I want to be more than friends, and I hope that you feel the same way. So they don't want to be just friends. We could have said that at the end. We could have said, well, let's just be friends for now. But that, you guys know, that doesn't really work. I'm thinking of the fears I had for so long, and it's keeping us apart. This person's done some soul searching. I will say that. I feel that they have given themselves some time to think about things. I know that my indecisions are hurting this connection. So I hope they make a decision. I hope they make, here we go, one more. We still have so much to resolve and heal. I wish it was easier. These relationships are very, very difficult. They're not easy. The best way through this kind of time is that we both do some healing. We both do some soul searching. We find some new answers within ourselves so that when we do get back together and we do have a chance to talk, we've learned and we bring something different to the table this time and we try again. So I do feel like there's a lot of energy around this connection. We have unfinished business is really what is going on. So let's put this out into the universe today. And if it's meant to be, it will be. It will come back into your life. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. Thank you. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com.